So one of your friends is getting married, you get that beautiful wedding invitation, and you see the dress code. You have absolutely no idea on how to make sure that you look the part on your friend's special day. Well, today we're gonna figure out how to navigate the most popular wedding dress codes. My name is Marcel Flores. Welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. Before we dive into the specific dress codes though, I wanna make sure that we all know rule number 0. Before we get started, rule number 0 is to never outshine the bride or groom. It is their day, and we're focusing here on how to be the best dressed wedding guest. 3 general assumptions before you even get to the wedding dress code to make sure that you don't is number 1, no super loud colors. Nobody wants to see you there in a neon yellow suit. No super crazy patterns either, nothing that draws too much attention to you, and at a wedding, that also includes the third point, and that would be no wearing white. Unless it's otherwise specified, the bride is likely going to be wearing white, and we want the focus to be on her, using the example of a straight couple here. So let's stay away from these 3. No loud colors, no loud patterns, and no white, unless otherwise specified. Now sometimes you'll get an invitation that there is no dress code on there. Here's a few things that you can look to get an idea of what is expected. You want to look at when and where the wedding is going down. For one, the time of day obviously is going to help you with some color choices. If it's a daytime wedding, you might want to opt for some lighter colors versus that in the nighttime where you might want to go a little bit darker. Number 2, the weather. Big impact on the overall style, but also the fabrics that you're choosing. Number 3, the location itself. Is it a countryside wedding? Is it a very traditional wedding? Make sure that you're aware of the surroundings and try and match that vibe a little bit. So now that we've laid out some ground rules, let's dive into the first one. Arguably the most popular dress code is likely the cocktail attire. I think there's a reason it's so popular because it beautifully strikes a balance between that classic elegance, but also a little bit more uniqueness, a little bit more flexibility so you can have fun and express yourself. When I read cocktail attire, I'm going to opt for a suit, but I'm not gonna opt for a boring suit, I'm gonna call it for now. I'm gonna have a little bit more fun in one of 2 ways. Either I'll have some fun with color or I'll have some fun with pattern. I think for me, the main idea with cocktail attire is you can go really formal and just take one notch out and make it a bit more casual. So you can wear a 3-piece suit, which is from Suitsupply, throw on a pair of loafers, and then add in a t-shirt to kind of take an edge of the whole thing. That outfit specifically was actually my groomsman's outfit for one of my best friend's wedding in Australia. The dress code here was garden party. So not cocktail attire per se, but it fit into that overarching umbrella of cocktail attire. And then on the other hand, you have this double-breasted suit, also from Suitsupply, that has a really fun pattern. So we have that more classic feeling through the double-breasted jacket here, but then we're breaking that a little bit more with 1, the pattern, 2, ditching the tie and wearing that dress shirt open, and 3, you can definitely wear loafers with it and keep it a bit more elevated, but I think these leather sneakers also work, both shoes from Suitsupply as well. I think in terms of the dress code, you're still adhering to the rules if you're opting to wear the sneakers, but if you just want to be a little bit more dressed up, then it's the tassel loafer, for sure. Other ways to have fun and make it a little bit more you is obviously accessories, whether that's your eyewear, fun watch, maybe even wearing a tie. You don't need it for this dress code, but it absolutely works. You can also work in a bow tie if that's something that's more up your alley. Keep the footwear a bit more classic with a derby or an Oxford. You really have a good bit of flexibility here, but I want to say like 3/4 to like 80% of your outfit should feel very traditional and very classic. The second most popular is likely smart casual. It's a bit more casual than the first one we just looked at. And I think the main point here is really to balance out a casual outfit with a little bit of an upscale feel. 9 times out of 10, that for me is going to mean I'm gonna wear suit separates. That means a tailored pant and a blazer or sport coat up top. The 2 outfits I have here both start with a gray Suitsupply pant with a single pleat on each side of the leg, and then one is a bit more daytime focused while the other a bit more nighttime focused. What's the main difference? The color. Lighter colors mean daytime, darker colors go well into the evening. In terms of tops, you are very flexible. You can wear that button-down shirt, maybe leave it open because the tie with this is gonna look a little bit too formal, too dressed up, but you can also be opting for a polo shirt, a t-shirt, just something that is giving casual, because if you're wearing suit separates, you can be a little bit more casual with the top you're choosing. For the nighttime outfit, I have a buttonless polo on from Suitsupply underneath a dark gray jacket. So we've got a dark gray combo, and I'm finishing that look off with a pair of black loafers. On the other hand, I went with a simple dress shirt and then those white leather sneakers, both pieces from Suitsupply as well. You can always make it a little bit more you by adding in some accessories. So here we've got some black specs and a black leather strap watch, and on the other hand we have a silver watch and green frames on the specs. Third most common dress code is likely to be the formal attire. This is your classic wedding outfit that like you think of a wedding, at least if you're like, I'm 32 now, I feel like in the 90s, early 2000s, a wedding was like, okay, everybody gets out their suit, their classic suit, wears that shirt and a tie, their dress shoes, like it is what you're expecting a wedding to be. So my tip here is one, I don't normally wear a black suit when it comes to that. For me, a black suit is just a little bit too boring. It's giving funeral, but it doesn't have to. So it really is a personal choice. For me, my classic suit, the one suit I recommend you have in your closet first is a navy suit. It's a classic dark color, and that's exactly what you're looking for that formal dress code. Like I said, definitely the shirt and a tie. We've got a shirt here from Suitsupply that's buttoned all the way up. We've got a lighter colored tie and a geometric pattern. This is where you can have a little bit of fun, either with the tie itself, a tie bar, a pocket square, watch, shades. Once more, it's the accessories where you can really make it yours. But with this, the parameters are a lot tighter, so the accessories really come in handy to try and make it a little bit yours. I'm wearing here a pair of patent leather derbies, which are from Ami Paris. So we've got that brown, we've got a brown leather strap watch, and like I said, that tie that's leaning in the brown direction, but really balancing that out. Now moving on to something that we don't see all that often anymore, but it is a beautiful thing when you get that invite and it says the dress code is black tie. I know not a lot of us might have a tuxedo in our wardrobe, but then you get to go at least rent one if you don't think you're gonna wear it a whole lot more. But a tuxedo is an absolute must when you get that black tie invite. So is a tuxedo shirt. Normally it's that white shirt, and then you want to opt for a bow tie. Now, I think a bow tie is always a little bit more beautiful and feels more real if it's self-tied rather than ones that just hook in. You do notice the difference, like it looks imperfect, and I think it gives a lot more of a high-end feel to your tuxedo, so I recommend learning how to tie a bow tie. There's several great videos here on YouTube that you can consult, that I also consult every time. Again, I have to tie a bow tie because I forget in the meantime. Then you have the beautiful option to choose between a cummerbund and suspenders. Now, in the outfit that you see me starting to put together over here, we have the suspenders, and that's the first time I'm wearing a tuxedo with suspenders. It looks amazing. The whole combo is from Suitsupply. We're finishing that off with one of two choices that you have for footwear normally. That is either patent leather shoes, which I'm wearing right here, or you got those velvet slippers that you can wear. But I'm opting for a very classic look here. Last little bit where you can have some fun in terms of accessories is the cufflinks. Something else that is exclusive to a black tie with that French cuff on a shirt, should you opt for a French cuff shirt. Now, I don't think black tie needs as much explanation, but just to have a little bit of an idea of where you can play around can be really fun. So for me, one of the main things here is the suspender versus cummerbund, because I think they create two very different feeling looks. And last but not least, a lot of weddings are happening in the summer, and a lot of them are destination weddings, so you might find yourself at a beach or very summery wedding. A few things change with that because two of the main factors, the location and the weather, are likely going to be a lot more summer leaning. So first and foremost, you want to be opting for summer appropriate fabrics. That means a linen suit or a seersucker suit, or in this case, I'm wearing linen separates. So I've got a taupe 3-button rollover jacket from Suitsupply that I think is elegant but also roomy and actually breathable, both the fabric as well as the fit. And then we've got a pair of high-waisted pants from Suitsupply as well in a white color. But hey Marcel, you said before that we can't wear white to a wedding. Yes, but beach weddings tend to flex a lot of those rules, like I said, because of the weather and the location. So if you're unsure about that, if it doesn't say specifically on the wedding invite, make sure that you reach out to your buddy, like your friends. I think traditionally you're not supposed to reach out to the bride. I think that's, you know, whatever, because you're planning these outfits weeks in advance, and if you're really friendly with the couple, I'm sure you can ask them, hey, can you clarify this dress code for me? But if you're not comfortable, ask the groom, ask the bridesmaid or the mother of the bride to clarify. Now, I personally wouldn't opt for shorts or sandals ever. That's just my personal opinion or preference, I guess. But if nothing is specified, I would stick to a pair of loafers. Maybe you can go for a nice pair of espadrilles, which are essentially like very chic summer shoes. In terms of the top, you can opt for that classic dress shirt. Maybe make sure that it's also a linen fabric. I would not wear a tie to a beach wedding. Maybe a bow tie if that's really your style. I think ties nowadays are so much more of a stylistic choice than a requirement, so it's really up to you. But other options are, again, that t-shirt if you're wearing a nice blazer or a jacket, or opting for a loosely knit polo here like I'm wearing in this outfit. I think that's one of your best bets to stay cool and still look the part. And that's the 5 most popular dress codes and what I personally would wear to them. Big shout out to Suitsupply, my absolute #1 destination when it comes to suiting, no matter what the dress code is calling for and no matter what life is calling for. Suitsupply is an absolutely wonderful destination, so make sure to check them out. And for now, I'm looking forward to reading your guys' comments. Please let me know your thoughts, questions down below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys with the next video. Until then, as always, stay dapper. Bye, y'all.